Fuentes passed away in September, Berra in 2009.
Those still haven't gotten the full military funeral they deserve, even though it's been years since they died. The reason? The remains sit unclaimed. But as Brennan Summers explains, one group is helping these fallen veterans get back to where they belong, including two men who made it back home today.
Row upon row, line by line, thousands of slabs of marble cover the Florence National Cemetery. Soon, there will be two more. Today, veterans Joseph Berra and Jorge Fuentes finally made it to their final resting place, where they will remain next to their brothers and sisters in arms. But it's a day some never thought would come. When Berra and Fuentes passed away, neither had any immediate family, no one to give them a proper funeral, or to even know they died. That's where the Missing in America Project steps in.
If we can get their names in that and find out who they were, and then we work from there, and if they were veterans, then we can give them this service that they deserve, the honor and respect that they deserve.
Ready, aim, fire!
Larry Truax, along with countless others, have made it their mission to find unclaimed remains belonging to veterans. But doing that hasn't been easy.
Just a few years ago, ceremonies like the one here in Florence today didn't exist in the state. That's because at the time, under South Carolina state law, veterans groups couldn't get access to the unclaimed cremated remains of their fellow veterans. Now, in 2015, 3 years later, there have been 9 different ceremonies, including the one today, honoring more than 60 veterans.
But through that 68, it takes a lot, because we did one in Greenville. We got a list of names, 75 names. Out of 75 names that we did all the research onto, we found 10 of them that were veterans.
Truax says sometimes they find out who a veteran is and they give them a full military funeral without ever finding someone who knew the veteran being honored. But sometimes that isn't the case. Brian White came out to today's ceremony to remember a man he did know, but not as a veteran.
One of the homeless guys in our community came forth and said that he believed it. Jorge had been in the military. So we got a hold of some friends of ours, and they went through Lindsey Graham's office and got his military records unsealed.
White met Jorge Fuentes a few years back. He says Fuentes, who was homeless, was a kind and caring man who became part of his family, a family that said goodbye one last time today.
He can rest in peace now. I'm glad he can rest amongst his veterans. It's a sense of closure.
In Florence, I'm Brennan Summers for WMBF News.